Good morning. Check out that Golden Gate Bridge. Check out that view. Saturday, January. I'm still thinking it's December. January 23rd, 2026. Check out that beautiful Golden Gate Bridge. We're commuting into the city. Anyways, silver hits $103 and some change, 26 cents, I think. That's like when I checked. Gold hits $4,000. Well, gold is $18 away from reaching $5,000. Amazing. That's all I gotta say. I knew this day was coming. I didn't think it was gonna be this soon. It caught all of us by surprise, but at the same time, it didn't catch us by surprise. We knew this was coming. Are you guys excited? Who knows what Sunday night the Chinese got an advantage over us once Sunday comes around, but we'll see though. Yesterday I had uploaded a video when it reached 100, right? When silver reached 100. By the time I finished uploading that video, it was already at 103. Anyways, we're up, I think, 15% up to, and the month's not even over, so we've already outperformed the S&P 500, and it's not even the first quarter of the year. It's not even over. The month ain't even over, and shit's looking good for us. Anyways, before we talk more on that, today I want to talk about how no one seems to realize what's happening. I don't know if you guys peeped this out. The prices of silver are pretty much skyrocketing. So is gold. But in general terms, nobody seems to know what's going on. Even the morons right there in CNBC or whatever the network is, where they the people who interviewed Ray Dalio a few days ago, or yesterday, or 2 days ago, they're still skeptical about it. You know, the lady who, I don't know if you guys watched the interview, there's clips out there, you can look it up. She's interrupting him in the middle of the interview, I guess trying to prove a point. And, well, essentially Ray Dalio's letting all of us know, and we know this, right? That the current monetary system, which is the fiat currency, it's the beginning of the end. RIP to the monetary system, to the fiat currency, to the dollar, to all other currencies. I really believe this is the end, the beginning of the end. Can the Federal Reserve and the government come out with new magical financial instruments that we've never seen before and extend this for another 10 years? It's possible. It is 100% possible. So this is a guarantee that this is the end of the current monetary system, but I believe so it is. And back to what I was saying, right? How no one seems to know. Everyone's oblivious to what's going on. Everyone's worried about the terrorists. Everyone's worried about Trump said this, Greenland this, the Super Bowl, the sports, the fights, all the propaganda that they're feeding down our throats, right? They're shoving down our throats, and check out the Palace of Fine Arts from this view. Look at it. I think it's nice. The majority of us, they're not focused on what's really happening, right? And I don't believe this is just a silver thing. This is just silver, intelligent investors, intelligent people who have money are realizing what's happening, and capital is flowing to assets that really matter and to assets that are going to preserve your wealth long-term wise, right? And what was I going with this? And that's why I exercise. Y'all saw that lady jogging? I'm in good shape too, but that's a whole different story. If you look at my older videos, I like to promote fitness, exercising, and good health. Number one, because I like to be with somebody that the opposite sex that's also fit. But anyways, back to this shit though, right? Enough of that. No one seems to know, right? And this is scary, right? Because once everyone finds out, y'all think this is the $103 is it's a big rally, it's a big move. It is, technically it is, but wait till everyone finds out, wait till everyone wants in, wait till, like I really don't understand. I was scrolling through Fox's News, and not just Fox News, right? So I was going through Fox News, CNN, NBC, and all these major media companies, right? And no one seems to be talking about gold and silver. You know, I haven't seen anyone, not even a 30-second clip, if that makes sense. But the Dow Jones, they'll report on that. Oh, the Dow Jones hit all-time highs. You know, everyone's happy. Yay. But they don't really see what's going on. Like the Chinese, the December 31st, January 1st, Chinese precious metals blockade, or silver, I call it a blockade. You know, they say they're only people, certain companies are going to have special permits to export metals, and you guys know this, right? These are things that these major institutions and these powerful people, these are moves that they're making that affects us on a day-to-day basis, and the average Joe doesn't seem to understand or care. And it's kind of sad because, you know, as individuals, you know, we want to help people out. You know, you want to let people know, like, hey, they're about to fuck us. You know, you better they're printing money. You gotta diversify. You gotta do something. But I guess people are worried about other things that are inconsequential to the grand scheme of things. If that makes sense. People, you know, and maybe, I don't know how you guys feel about this. Maybe that's how it's supposed to be. That no one's supposed to, how do you call it? How do you say it? No one's really supposed to know. Only the intelligent ones. And I'm not considering myself a genius, right? But you have to put two and two together and say, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense. My purchasing power, you know, is going down the drain. What can I do about it? And if people don't take the time to educate themselves, they're always gonna be stuck in this loophole. It doesn't matter if they're in this state or a different state or a different country. If they don't take personal responsibility on preserving their wealth and expanding their wealth, and this isn't just about money and silver, and just by protecting your family. I mean, are we supposed to feel sorry for these people? I don't know. I'm just yip yapping, you know. I'm, like I've said it numerous times in this channel, I'm just a blue collar guy driving into San Francisco, recording these videos, making sure, you know, this isn't professional. This is unlicensed, non-professional, unprofessional, non-advice. So right now we're in in Pacific Heights, this neighborhood is like one of the richest neighborhoods in the city. If you notice, you don't see homeless people, you don't see drug dealers, you don't see car break-ins like you see like in like that was like a big thing out here in the city. But matter of fact, Dianne Feinstein has a house like a few blocks away up here to the right, and so does Nancy Pelosi. A lot of you people don't like them, which is understandable. But anyways, this is a pretty nice neighborhood. Check it out. Anyways, here's what you call a rich neighborhood out here. This is where all the liberal rich people live at. Anyways, what was I going with this? Oh yeah, you can't and here's another one, right? I had someone, I think I said this in my previous video, where someone that I try to help out, right, reached out back and said, hey, I saw the silver went up, you know, back then when you told me it was at X amount of dollars, now it's worth this much. I want to buy in, I want to make some money. You know, the mindset isn't there. It's the shortcut mindset. Most people can't hold on to, to their iPhone for a straight year because they got to upgrade to the new one, and then or every 6 months they got to upgrade and upgrade. And what makes you think these same people can't control themselves on basic things? You really expect them to have a long-term thinking when it comes to holding these precious metals? I don't think so. But the sad reality is, if you're invested, right, most people out there that you come in contact with are most likely not have taken the precautionary measures to protect themselves, and that's something you guys are gonna have to live with. You know, unless you associate with a lot of people, you know, most people within your group, within your personal group, you might deal with people who are invested in precious metals and have, a few ounces, in their treasure chest. But generally speaking, especially, me, that I'm out here in the city, most people don't care about precious metals. They don't care. Their priorities are other things. People prioritize it, especially out here in big cities. Wealth is, I guess, visually measured and measured in digital number accounts, if that makes sense. From the people that I am around with, but at the same time, who knows? Maybe they just don't talk about it, right? But anyways, be prepared. And I'm going to finish it off with the same people who aren't aware of it, of what's going on. So they're aware, but they're not aware. And be prepared. The only people that are aware are probably people in your inner circle that probably don't give a fuck, don't care. And you have to prepare yourself, because there will come a day, just like this day came, where it reached $100, right? Where silver reached $100. There will come a day where these same people who undervalued this motherfucker, who undervalued what the hell are you doing? This guy. Can you believe that? Anyways, there will come a day when they're gonna think you're some financial guru, some financial genius, and they're gonna want their free gimme-dats. They're gonna want They're gonna want you to hook them up. They're gonna want free advice. They're gonna want to participate. They're gonna overpay. They're gonna once everyone starts talking about it, everyone that you probably have even forgotten that you've mentioned silver to them or just precious metals. They're gonna come knocking down your door, and you're gonna be their savior. And all I'm saying is, don't fall for it. If you try to be a good person and help them out, and they refuse to help, that's not on you. That's on them. Unless you want to really want to help, but you really feel sorry for them, then that's different. But this isn't something to play around with. That's another. Oh, that's the famous cathedral, San Francisco Cathedral. Anyways, where was I going with this? Yeah, don't feel sorry when these people are gonna be requesting their free gimme dats. They're gonna want their handouts because they're gonna say, "Oh, Johnny over there, he's been collecting silver for 10 years. He's got tons of it, and he bought it when it was like at $12 an ounce. Hey, Johnny, you think you can let me borrow an ounce of silver? That's once silver hits $200, if it ever does, $250. They're gonna be like, hey, come on, Johnny. We're friends, we're family. You can hook it up. You got a whole treasure stash. You got 1,000 ounces. You got 2,000 ounces. You got 500 ounces. Whatever the amount is that you have, these people are going to come out of the woodwork and they're going to want the free handout. Which is my point. These same people that aren't aware of it, they don't take the time to educate themselves on what's happening. Everyone likes to complain how Joe Biden let a whole bunch of illegals in, or how he destroyed the economy, or how previous presidents have contributed to this, or Trump did this, and then who was before Trump? Obama did that, and what's the other guy? Bush did this, and who was before him? The guy that got action in the White House. What's the name? Bill Clinton did that. It's already a known fact that they don't give a fuck about us. And the fact that you don't do anything is my point. So all of us are aware that they don't care about us. So they print money. But then you're mad at the motherfuckers that are in power because they're not performing to the best interests of you, yet you're doing nothing about it. Make that shit make sense. That don't make sense to me. If I know that these guys or these people in power are destroying the person in power, or just they're not performing at a level that we expect them to perform at, why the hell isn't that the definition of insanity? Why the hell would I keep entrusting them with my trust or with my money? Like, perfect example, right? And I'll try to be quick, right? Because I've been yip-yapping for about 20 minutes. Is the during COVID, right? Same thing with the bank. Everyone hates the banks. The banks this, the banks that. Everyone hates the banks, but no one wants to detach themselves from the banks. And it's totally possible, right? Or a big majority of your wanted to. Same thing with COVID, right? During the COVID era, right before COVID hit, everyone, all the Bernie bros were they were all anti-pharma, and this has nothing to do with politics, right? This analogy, big anti-pharma, all the liberals, anti-pharma, this, that, and then literally COVID happened 30 days after they were jumping up and down about big anti-pharma. They were the big proponents of big pharma. You were a piece of shit if you didn't get vaccinated. Guys, the brainwashing is real. These people are, everyone was if you didn't get vaccinated or you're a piece of shit. So you guys went from anti-pharma, big anti-pharma, to the big supporters of pharma. I didn't get it. I never understood it why. But my point is that we're all pawns, and if you don't make the right choices or try to educate yourselves, you're gonna be part of the consequences. No, this is the tenderloins. You guys see all the crackheads? Look, check this out. Damn, it's ugly out here. Y'all see that? I'm telling you. I'm right here double parked. Check that out. But anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go because there's too many crackers out here, too many drug addicts, and they don't like it when people record. Anyways, I'll leave it at that. Don't step your game up before you fuck your name up, man. Peace.